this is Burrito the Taco. We're in Joshuatree right now, and I'm going to walk you through our setup that we did for our Toyota Tacoma Scout camper. I'm going to show you what we did on the truck to get it ready for the camper, and then I'm going to show you the outside of the Scout in a separate video, and the inside of the Scout, and any of the things that we've done to make our on-the-road experience a little more enjoyable. Okay? All right. Okay, so this is Burrito the Taco. She is our 2018 Stella. Oh, Jesus, my dog's going to the bathroom here. You want to go outside? Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go do your job. Okay, we're going into the desert to do your job. Let's go do your job. Come on. Yeah, let's go. We'll put up a video of Joshuatree. We're going to walk around and show you guys all about the park, all about the rocks, all about the things. All right. So back in Joshuatree, we're gonna talk about what we did on this 2018. This is a TRD off-road Toyota Tacoma. It is the 5-foot box. I first off took off all the decals and all the badging on the truck. I just like it like that, cleaner. Okay, so first thing, you guys, a stock Toyota Tacoma will not carry a Scout or a camper or any of the hard shell campers. It's too much weight. The GVWR on a Toyota Tacoma like this, the TRD off-road short box, is right here. Where is it? 2,554 kilograms. So you can see that, 2,554 kilograms. So that's the max weight that you're supposed to have on your truck. So the first thing we had to do for this truck is, to get it ready for the camper, is we had to upgrade these guys right here. So this is a Dobinson 1,000-pound constant weight leaf spring. And we had to do both sides, as you can see. And that enabled us to put this much weight on the truck so that it wouldn't squat or wouldn't sag and would be able to hold it. So that raised it 3 inches in the back. So once you go and raise it 3 inches in the back, you have to get the extended travel suspension. You can see it up in here. All right, so we went with the Dobinson MRR. It's the IMS shock, so extended travel, monotube shock. So there you can see the leaf spring upgrade and then the shock. So we went with this one because the twin tube nitrogen charge shock, just had heard things about shock fade, and with this much weight on the back, we wanted to be extra safe and extra careful. So that was one of the things that we wanted to upgrade. Now, as you can see, they also had to do like the bump stops, all different things. So we took it to Overland garage, and they did a great job, supplied us with all the parts, talked to Dobinson as to what would work, and we're super happy with this rear setup. Okay, so in addition to that, so you've raised it 3 inches in the back, you got to compensate that in the front as well. So we went with a heavy duty front coil over strut assembly. So there you can see it. So that is the heavy duty Dobinson front spring with the extended travel, again, IMS shock. So this setup here with this coil is for an extra 250 pounds. It also raised the front up 2.5 inches. So we're sitting pretty even in the front and the back with about 3 inches without the trailer on, or the camper on, and 2.5 inches on the back. Now, in addition to that, what we've done is we've upgraded the upper control arms. And I went with the SPC upper control arm because there is the ability to adjust it camber as well. So we went with that one just in case I did want to go with an extra wide tire. Now, speaking of tires, so what we did for this truck and this build, it may not look like there's much of a change to it, but there is quite a bit. So with this camper weight being, I mean, dry, it's 900 pounds. So when you add everything on, it gets to be quite a bit. As you can see, water, diesel heater, you've got more extra diesel, more water. So you have to upgrade to an E-ply tire. And unfortunately, there just wasn't a ton of stock out there in terms of an E-ply tire. And cost is another factor as well. So there's a couple different ones we were looking at. The KO2 from BFG, the Falcon grappler, I can't remember what it's called. And then there's the Wild Peak. No, sorry, it's the Falcon Wild Peak. And I came across these tires. So this is a Toyo M55. Now this is a truck tire. It is a E-rated tire. So that's a 10-ply tire. Now, if you look at it, it doesn't look like a big heavy-duty off-road tire. And that's okay. Didn't want to go extra wide on this because the extra rolling and the extra weight. However, this is what's known as a pizza cutter. So this is a 255 85R16. So we went one size narrower and then adjusted to the 85R16, and that is an overall height of 33 inches. Now, one of our considerations as well is it had to be a snow tire. We do live in the mountains and we need a snowflake on it. So this is our tire setup, the Toyo M55. I'm quite pleased with them. They've got a nice aggressive tread. They kick ass in the snow. Haven't taken them in the sand or the dirt yet, but in the snow they definitely kick ass. And they are super hard wall tire. Great reviews. Not very much in terms of people saying flats, like they're super flat resistant, knock on wood. But you know, when you're putting a tire like that on a truck like this with a camper setup, it worked really, really, really well. So I'm super happy with it. One issue I might have is I took it into the shop to get the wheel alignment done. And as you can see, we're a little bit close to the control arm here. So either I have to get a different offset rim, which I don't really want to change rims because why spend the money on rims when, you know, they don't really do anything to help you perform unless you need them for a wider setup. So, and in terms of weight savings, I probably can't find a rim setup that's going to be lighter than the stock Toyota rim. And I want to keep with the 16-inch. So I may either have to get some spacers on these rims to move this wheel out potentially a little bit. Now we're clear. We're not rubbing and touching on anything. However, if I do turn this wheel and crank it all the way, I get about probably 5 millimeters of clearance there, and I don't think that's enough. So we're probably gonna have to do that. I've only noticed it rub once or twice, and that's it. So other than the wheel alignments that we had to do, that's what we did to get this truck ready for, this Scout camper, which I'm gonna go over in a new video as well. So yeah, this is Burrito the Taco. Oh yeah, I put this end guard basket on, which I love for carrying extra fuel. But I think the truck looks really good in terms of how it looks with the camper on it. I also like the stock rims again, there's lots of space. So we want to talk cost. The tires were a good deal, but we're still looking at about $330 Canadian per tire. So when you add that up, 5 tires, because we did put on a full-size spare, as you can see right here. Or maybe you can't, because I'm not in the right spot. Full-size spare. And just so you know, 33-inch tire, full-size spare did fit underneath. The tire shop, we went to OK Tire in Vancouver. They were able to do that. So yeah, you got, you know, a little bit of money put into getting just a camper on. So if you have a truck, a Toyota, we specifically got a Toyota for reliability. 1, it fit in our parking space. 2, and originally it was gas mileage, but once you throw that much weight on, your gas mileage does go down quite a bit. And then when you put bigger tires on, thank God we didn't go with a heavier wheel set, wider tire, because that would just eat gas mileage like crazy. So those are the reasons why we went with a narrower tire, like one size narrower, but still got a 33 inches. Didn't have to do anything, like I said, but probably put some spacers on. So that's the build for the truck. Other than that, wheel alignment and the installation, we didn't do anything else, and we're super happy with it. So the list again is upper control arms, the rear leaf springs, which I'll try and get in there. As you can see, the leaf spring upgrade. Can't really see it that well, but it's there. The IMS Dobinson monotube shock, which so far the performance has been excellent. Excellent. Oh, one more small thing that you got to do if you're going to put a camper on. You got to get the tie downs in the front. So you can see the tie down right there. Because the Toyota Tacoma didn't have the tie down, and you got to have it to put the camper on. So the back has the tie downs. You have to buy 2 in the front to go on the floor. They're $30 for a set. Also, what you need to do if you're going to put a camper on, you got to put this rubber mat on. So that was $80 at Crappy Tire. If you're in Canada, that's Crappy Tire. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's our Toyota Tacoma 2018 build. It's a TRD off-road. We have a locking rear differential. Very happy about it. We do have the capability to go everywhere. We haven't really tested it that much because there's a shit ton of weight in there. And it drives differently. But OK Tire did an excellent job on the wheel alignment. It drives real nice. And one of the things they did suggest as well is to get a brake fluid upgrade. So to a synthetic brake fluid to stop any potential brake fade when you're driving. All right, there you go, guys.